Good evening, everyone. Aloha. Buenos noches. Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can tell, there is no Hawaiian sunset behind me today, as I am just got into my room in California. While we're waiting for folks to get on, have we made Mr. Brunasso a host? And give everybody a few minutes. Check where you're dialing in from. Just throw in the chat bar where you're from, where you're dialing in from tonight. I started my day at around 3 a.m. in Maryland, and here I am on the beach in California. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our guests. That is the purpose of tonight's event. Welcome, California. I'm in Carlsbad. Good to see Carlsbad, folks. Pittsburgh. Rough day the other day. Welcome, everybody. Again, last moments, if you want to reach out to your guests, the purpose of tonight's event, we have many different types of events, is to show this to the people that you know, that you care about, that want to make a difference in the world, that want a new career path, that want their children to be inspired by what they do. That's why we're here. So again, we'll give another moment. LA's in the house, Cali, Colorado. Where's the East Coast? Pittsburgh doesn't count. Where else you got? Welcome, 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 welcome. Sorry, my light is not as good as it could be, but again, hotel, what can I tell you? Let's give it another 60 seconds. And folks, this is the time of the year where you have a little bit more intimate crowds. You know, we've had up to 500 people a night on these events. We have a big event on Wednesday where I'm sure there'll be well over 500 people in multiple languages. If you decide to join us tonight, they'll invite you here. That's why I'm out here. So again, we'll give it another moment and give everybody a chance to come on. Keep throwing the chat bar where you're from. Virginia, now you're talking. Again, I'm from Maryland. My name is Bobby Smith. I'm the field president of POWUR. So I'm honored to be here while we're waiting. About 9 years ago, somebody hit me up on Facebook and asked me to fly out here, take a look at this startup. They had a little shack on the beach on top of Patagonia. And here we are today, $420 million company, just featured record-breaking for the fourth time in a row. There's only, I don't know, 1% of the companies in the history of the United States of America, maybe 0.5% that have ever done that. So we're a very elite company here. So very excited to have you. So tonight, what we're going to be doing is walking through the POWUR opportunity. We have a very special guest speaker on here tonight. And then we have two people we're going to interview tonight and hear their slant on this thing and see how it's touched their lives. And maybe it'll touch yours as well. Okay. Give it 30 seconds and then we will begin. And we have Mr. Brunasso as a host. All right. Okay. Well, folks, we're very privileged tonight. Jonathan Brunasso is a gentleman I met a few years back now online on LinkedIn. I do a lot of work on LinkedIn. Jonathan, at that point, was a successful real estate professional. He'll share with you a little his background, and a solar professional, making more than most people make in the United States of America. Came onto our platform, and with that, he brought so many skill sets that have elevated our company, a work ethic that's elevated our company, an attention to detail that's elevated our company. He's built an organization larger than any solar professional. There's probably a handful of solar professionals in the world that have built the type of organization that he has. He's now built a 7-figure-a-year income in POWUR. Is a shareholder in our company and is just had an indelible imprint on what we're doing today, and we're gonna go tomorrow. So if you're a solar pro, you're hearing from the top of the mountain, from Mount Rushmore. If you're not a solar professional, if you come from real estate or the mortgage industry, or let's say you've never sold anything in your life, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, whatever it is, that's what we're here for you tonight, to see if you can find a space in your life where this will make sense for you, to begin on a very part-time basis with no risks to you or your family, and just take a shot, roll up your sleeves and go to work. And you'll hear from one of the best right now about why you may want to take a look at renewable energy, why you may want to take a look at solar, and of course, why the most logical place to do that is on the most sophisticated renewable energy platform in the world, and that is our company, POWUR. So, Mr. Brunasso, if you would like to take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Bobby Smith. Good seeing you. And I bet you have sandals on in California, of course. Appreciate the introduction and enjoyed speaking with you earlier today. Big shout out, welcome to all of our guests. Anyone watching this recording, like, subscribe, share. We want to welcome you to this Business Power Hour presentation. And towards the end, we actually have two very special guests that we're going to interview as well. You can hear their experience with Power. Like Bobby said, whether you're looking to play with us part-time, whether you're a realtor, lender, insurance agent, whether you're one of the best solar professionals in the industry, even if you're a team leader, business owner in solar, this video and recording is for you. And we're going to get into exactly why solar, why now, and why you should partner with Powur as the platform of the future. Like Bobby said, I've been in solar and real estate for 9 years. I've been licensed realtor in California with EXP. I've worked at Solar City, Tesla, Sunrun. I've worked with some of the largest nationwide companies. I was one of the top performers at Sunrun, meeting the CEO, Lynn Jurich, at the time. And I've came to Powur, I've only been all in since 2020. And like Bobby said, earning multiple seven figures in a short time is just a testament to what you can do at Powur and the people that we can help. Building a team and helping homeowners and helping the environment, we call that the solar trifecta. The reason why you should be here is we get to help the environment, we get to help homeowners, we get to help each other and earn handsomely doing it. And there's a brief moment in time where opportunities like that become available. So glad you're here. Let me go ahead and share my screen and we will kick things off. All right, let's make sure we share with some audio so you guys can hear, and we will get to the presentation. Very good. All right, so we are Powur. We install a ton of solar. My team has hit over 5,500 installations on the roof in just a short number of years. And Powur has done tens and tens of thousands of solar installations. But we're not a traditional solar brick and mortar company, as you're about to see. We're a decentralized platform model, just like most companies are today that are thriving. So why solar is so important, so popular right now? Because you can save on your energy bills 20, 30, 40, 50%. You could do cash. You could do zero down financing. Rental, PPA lease, subscription models are very popular. You could get a tax credit, 30%. The government is pushing this, guys. If you want to make money, look at where the government spends their bucks. They're spending it on solar tax credits, the Green New Deal, Inflation Reduction Act, on electric vehicles, going to be legally required someday soon, like in California, other states. We're already seeing solar legally required on new homes in California. It's just a matter of time till 1 in 3 homes have solar and batteries, ladies and gentlemen. You can increase the value of your home. It's clean, renewable energy. And let's face it, do we want to be in a dirty, nasty relationship with the utility company that goes on and off and blackouts and rate hikes? And in some states, they're adding so many fees. So that's what we get to do here with solar and why you should look into it. But some may think there's so much solar, it's not a good opportunity. Only 3.5 to 4 million homes in the country have gone solar. That's less than 4% of homes that are eligible out of the 90 million plugged into today's dirty energy grid. So that means over 87 million homes are eligible for solar. And guys, they're building homes in Nevada faster than we can put solar on them. They're building new homes across the country. Nobody's moving and selling their home right now. We're building more homes faster than we can put solar on. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. And a fun fact, someone in 2022 went solar every single 44 seconds. So to change things, don't try to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. And when you look at companies that have done that, Amazon, right? We order anything to our doorstep. Uber brings the power to the people and transportation over the taxi industry. Marriott, now Airbnb, has taken over. Blockbuster, Netflix, the streaming models, and eXp Realty, fastest international, nationwide and international growing real estate company in the entire real estate industry. So that's exactly what POWUR is doing for the solar industry. And they're only a few years in. We're just barely scratching the surface. We work with the best sellers, the best realtors, lenders, solar professionals, sales professionals out there. We work with the best installation partners. Many installation partners have joined us, POWUR Enterprise, from all over the country, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and everywhere else. We help those 87 million plus homeowners, and we have the best partners. We work with the best equipment panels, REC, Hanwha, Q-Cell, Enphase, SolarEdge. If you want batteries, guys, we have it all. Enphase, Tesla, SolarEdge, Franklin. There's nothing more that you could want that we don't have at our buying power. Now, I really want you to take away something tonight. Transparency. POWUR is transparent in everything that we do from the core of our culture. It's transparent cost of goods. We show you the cost of the panel, taxes, everything. Fully customized solutions we're going to see here in a second. Brand new video for you. Leading equipment and financing, like I mentioned, multiple financing and lease PPA partners. Our buying power, people can't even get the smart electrical home panel at the prices we get it. They can't get the batteries and REC panels at the prices we get it. And we couple that with a 30-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. And we have one of the best $1,000 ambassador referral programs I've seen in my 9 years of solar. And these are just a few of the reasons why you should join us. Now, what's your story? Maybe you're in solar. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're real estate, lending, HVAC, water, pest, alarm. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're new to sales and solar, like my twin brother, Chris, who's earned hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe you're new to solar, like one of the gals you're going to hear from tonight. Or maybe you come from solar, like the gentleman we're going to hear from tonight, who's earned over $500,000 in just shy of 2 years with POWUR. So we're going to watch this quick story about a few other users that decided to join POWUR.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with POWUR. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for POWUR, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en POWUR es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque POWUR está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70-hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel, haciendo housekeeping, con el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about POWUR and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico, where POWUR partnered with Prosperity Homes, and they took us on an all expenses paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at POWUR. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with POWUR. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of POWUR sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to POWUR. It really is the best of both worlds.
POWUR me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time, y con el tiempo ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece POWUR. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining POWUR, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Power Life.
All right. So if you haven't felt it by now, in addition to transparency, like I mentioned, community and culture. You could work at any solar company or take a W-2 or take a JOB till you're DEAD, but obviously here you're going to be part of a community, a culture, a family, a platform with the best opportunity in solar, because POWUR provides you the best assets, marketing, virtual proposal tools, back office, training, affordable healthcare options. That's awesome for you and your family. So let's check out this new video of just the benefits. We're going to spend a few minutes here to show you some of the features, like the robust library of marketing assets. I was just checking out yard signs today that I can print, ship, and order. Here you can do direct mailers, marketing materials, postcards. You can even choose the area you want to have those mailed. And then they provide you all the social media shareables, images, and more. You get your own websites, landing pages, your own join links, educational website links, all of which gets leads to your email address. Ambassador portal, referral portal, sign up people to get $1,000 when they send you referrals. Now, the sales platform or the backend CRM, this is really one of our secret sauces. You can enter all of your leads track the progress, schedule to-do follow-up. Power pairing is being able to tag the best closer across 22 states. You can choose the best closer, Solar Pro, in that area. If you want in-person appointment, virtual appointment, Spanish, English, and then you can see their metrics, their closing rate, their success rate, how many deals they've done in that utility. Our design tool is proprietary in-house called Power Vision. We've spent millions to get it off the ground. It's only getting better every month. You get to have an interactive proposal tool, so you can add and remove panels with the click of a button. You can show the homeowner instantly how that affects their savings in years to come versus the utility company in just a very simple to use presentation. Every adder, cost, panel, ground mount, trenching, electrical, everything is transparently shown to you. It's not like Power makes money off these things like at other solar companies. Again, transparency was one of the big themes of the things that attracted me to Power. 30-year warranty, stucco paint, everything here to get the job done correctly. And then you get to see in transparently all the pricing and the cost very simply, and assign your own commission to it. You can make a lot or a little bit. The storage, batteries, like I said, Enphase, Franklin, Tesla, SolarEdge, and then the financing partners, multiple financing, cash, GoodLeap. You can also do lease PPAs with Sonova and Everbright and much more on that. And then sell virtually. Most of us sell virtually. On Zoom, we present the proposal. We can run credit and sign documents right on the fly, online on Zoom. And then the back-end CRM, reporting, team metrics, your income, your ledger. We get paid daily here, guys. Do you know of another company that pays out daily commissions? I don't. And you can look at all the reporting of your projects, pre and post sales. Everything is in the earnings ledger, so you can see a breakdown of your earnings. Again, transparently is how we roll around here. We have 5 different income streams we're going to show you in just a second. You can see your ambassadors, your team, and a whole bunch more. Training is also something we excel at. If you want to learn, you can learn about roofs and solar presentation, discovery calls, azimuth, shading, where to put panels from a lot of the top people. We have a knowledge base and a Power University. So if you want to look up certain states, incentives, SRECs, average timelines, costs in that area, you could even attend a live weekly call in most major markets by the top people in those markets. So live training on Power Calendar is literally daily, weekly, quarterly, and annual events, tons of panels. We even have the Netflix of solar, Power Play, which is awesome. Power Enterprise here for you business owners and you solar installers and more. You can have a white labeled experience, have a company name. You can define offering leads to the hundreds of closers on the platform. You can define some compensation models to pay out assistants, closers, lead generators, and more. So if you own your own company, your own solar team already, if you're an installer, you can definitely consider Power Enterprise and modify the compensation team settings as you see fit in a white labeled experience. So that is some of the benefits at Power. Now let's talk about one thing more important than that is income. So again, Power operates on a 70-30 cost of goods model. You get to see transparently the cost, you get to set the margin, call it 10 grand. You get 70%, $7,000 is the average payout of a personal sale. And we're offering better equipment warranties and pricing than the competition, guys. So Power operates on 30%, but they give back half of that 30% in the form of a revenue share. I'm going to show you right now. So personal sales get paid daily, on average $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 commission per sale. Then we have tier 3 partnered sales or mentor sales. You split 50-50. If you're a realtor, you just want to put the lead in, tag the best closer, you can get 50% of the commission. Or if you want to learn while you earn and then become a tier 3 mentor yourself, you can earn half of that commission as well. And that's paid out daily. Revenue share is if you decide to build a team, attract others to join us, you will earn passively when they have a job that installs. On average, that could be anywhere from $200 up to $600-700. It is paid on 6 tiers of your team. And that is paid out every Friday, Rev Share Friday, on Fridays every week. Finance rebates, if you do any loans here, we give you 1.5% of the rebate, on average $600 to $800 per loan. So we have the same loans as everybody else, but we actually pay a loan rebate instead of keeping it. Again, remember, transparency here, and that's paid out monthly. And lastly, we want you to be an owner of this platform, community, and culture. You're going to get stock options at different performance milestones on your first install, your team's first install, and many more stock options as well. So that tier 1, when you first join us, get the lead, get the electric bill, tag a tier 3 closer, sit back and earn half the commission, learn as much as you can. Now you can stay here or and do 3 deals and then graduate to tier 2, passing a test. Or if you're a solar pro with 12 months of experience, you just have to do tier 1, and then you can graduate to tier 2. Tier 2 is where you close your own deals 100%. You've taken our certifications, you've done 1 or 3 deals with a tier 3 closer. Now you can earn the full commission here at POWUR. Now, if you do 5 deals 100% on your own and take another certification and a test out, you can be a tier 3 closer mentor with the POWUR platform. So there's many paths here, depending on what level you want to play at when you're ready, with all the training at your fingertips if you want to learn daily, weekly, live, in person, and so much more. And POWUR has become extremely powerful in just a few years. Look at this income, guys. In 2019 is almost nothing there. And then 2020 shot up with the new cost of goods model. 2021, 2022, and we're not even done with 2023, doing hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars faster than most other companies in a different decentralized model that's disrupted the solar industry. And we're just getting started. We're going to leapfrog once we get through this time with the solar industry and interest rates. By next summer, this rocket ship's going to boom, and we're going to keep on going. So you can see here over 300 employees, 7,000 to 8,000 sellers, tens of thousands of installations, and we have been on the Inc. 5,000 list over 4 years in a row. In a time when solar companies are going BK and they've over-leveraged themselves and taken too much money, they're not sustainable. At POWUR, we don't do that. Again, transparency, community, culture, and we do it with integrity. So we talked about why solar, the awesome products, the crazy income, the company, and we've showed you some pretty badass technology. I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen really cool technology and videos and benefits and healthcare in any other solar company. I don't know about you. But let's touch on the team and the culture a little bit more in the community in this quick video from our CEO, Jonathan Budd.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of POWUR. And if you've made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But you know, I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money. I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. And I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch, and he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest? For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for power came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. POWUR is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for POWUR is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for POWUR is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time. And the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. POWUR is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of POWUR. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
Wow. You know, such an impressive CEO, young individual, made millions and millions and millions in his early 20s. Just a true testament to everything we are here. Again, community and culture. If you want just a job in any other solar company, if you want to take advantage and rip off customers and do things without ethics and integrity, we're probably not for you. But if you want to be part of the future of solar for the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years, with the runway ahead of us, and be part of this culture and community, then we tell you to join us. Accelerate the adoption of clean energy worldwide with us, robust platform, culture, community, revenue potential, and everything. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. In my 9 years, over 1,000 jobs, you know, solar is construction, utilities, permits, there's weather delays, we're drilling holes, there's electrical panels, there's PG&E cutting off people's power, there's, you name it, it can happen. So if you have the ability to persevere and set expectations, communicate, this industry is going to suit you really well. And as you already know, we're not just a solar company. We use our profits to do public benefit corporation and B certified type of work. So we donate to the rainforest, offset.earth. We donate to Pachamama Alliance. And I'm extremely proud of the multiple homes that we've built in Mexico, taking families off of a dirt floor. And we're just going to continue to do more and more good work. And if you look at our Yelp reviews, our video reviews, there's so many good reviews online from the customers that we're helping as well. So there's over 87 million eligible homes that are already qualified to go solar in the country. And we're just going to see more and more and more people go solar. We have an easy 7 to 10 years of runway to help more homeowners go solar with batteries as the utility rates continue to climb, and everyone's going to get electric vehicles. Everybody. And these hot weathers, I don't think they're going away anytime soon. So solar is the place to be to make an impact on this planet. And when you join us, you're going to have access to everything you've seen here tonight, all the 5 income streams, transparency. Again, you get the same cost of goods that I do. I don't make more than you do. We all get to share in the same 5 income streams and the same cost of goods model. So the last thing I'll do before I hand it off to this interview with 2 amazing individuals, one new to solar and one with a little bit of solar experience that just achieved an epic milestone, is I'll show you the different plans that we have. For the normal Power Seller license, it's just $85 a month. There's no exclusivity required. You can join us with a one-time fee of $99 to get your certifications done, your e-wallet set up, access to your marketing, your healthcare, your own websites, your own accounting and payroll. It's all done for you. And that $85 a month, continuing education, live in-person trainings, everything that comes with maintaining your account. If you want to upgrade to POWUR Pro for just $175 a month, no one-time onboarding fee, you're going to have additional support staff. If you have an administrator, secretary, you can customize lead offers to the field and help pick which partners you want to work with to install your jobs. And lastly, POWUR Enterprise License. It's full on for business owners, solar company owners, installers out there. You can earn additional income with volume sales in a 30-day window and design additional comp plans and have some white label capabilities. So whoever sent you this video, get back with them, get your questions answered. I know and I hope that you felt the community culture and transparency throughout everything that we do. And I really implore you to join us, join solar, help the planet, and do it with integrity and ethics in every sense. So with that, I'm really excited about these 2 interviews. I'll go ahead and hand it back to you, Bobby Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Brunasso. Can we give it up to Mr. Brunasso in the chat bar? Brilliant and always, and not only brilliant in solar, but brilliant in driving the work that we've been doing in Mexico and giving back to the community and giving back to so many others. So Again, we just appreciate everything that Jonathan does for the community. So we've got some special guests here tonight. I guess it's ladies first. Leah, are you around? Where are you? Maybe we can get them on spotlight. Leah and Eioin. There she is. Popcorn. How we doing, girl? Welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you, Bobby. It's good to be here.
Looking
I'm not eating
good.
popcorn tonight.
Oh, no popcorn tonight. We were kidding the other day. She was just having some fun, chilling at home. We like to have fun. That's part of why can't you make money and have fun, make an impact at the same time. So, maybe you could share with some folks out there just a little bit about your background, where you came from, and what brought you to Power.
Sure. So I worked in property management for the last 4 years. I worked every weekend, every holiday, and then when I was off at 6:30, I worked night calls, so I was not really off work when I was off work. So I was tied to the property, and I was looking for something that I can start part-time, and build up and eventually leave this property management job. So I was looking for something, and I was introduced to Power back in May, and I started part-time. I read all these books. I attended all these training calls. Jonathan Brunasso did a beautiful job at explaining the technology of this platform. And there's so many leaders that I just follow. Jonathan Brunasso is one of them, Fabian, Jason. I mean, there's so many people that have really helped coach me and mentor me, because I fall in that 20% with no sales experience and no solar experience whatsoever. So I just hit the ground running and leaned a lot on the mentorship. So, in September, I finally quit my full-time job, and I was able to attend Power World in San Diego. And all those videos that we saw, the culture is so real. I fell in love with Power even more when I got to attend in person and meet everyone in person. And I've never experienced any company or people that really have such a drive and a purpose and a passion. So, I mean, I've just been so attracted to Power for so many reasons. And every day I wake up with passion and purpose, and I get to do what I love while helping homeowners reduce their electricity bill, helping save the planet, and growing and developing personally.
It's really cool. So you had all these folks that you were looking up to, and now all these folks are looking up to you. How cool was that? That's quite a journey.
Yeah,
Let's bounce over to you. We want to talk about some special milestones, I believe, right? We'll talk about that. Eioin, let's bounce over to you for a moment. So maybe you could share with everybody a little bit about your background.
Right. So I actually came into the solar industry, and prior I was in the wine industry, sales manager for a long time. I was one of those people that lost my job overnight when the pandemic started. It was a weird time. Also, my wife's family and my friends and family lost homes during the fires up in Northern California overnight. And I said, well, it's a time of bickering. Facebook warriors saying they're making a change by fighting each other on Facebook. I said, what can I do that makes an impact? So that's when I joined the solar industry. The first company I worked with, I would ask about equipment, and they said it was the best. And when I asked why, there was no answer. It was just, this is the equipment we had. And there was no transparency. And my previous boss, I love her to death. We're still good friends. She quizzed me all the time on all of our products in the wine industry. So I quizzed myself quite a bit. So when I came into Power, I was like, whoa, I have options on equipment. I have options on the financing. And also there was this people that I could ask questions to. They had time in the day for me. And it was a beautiful culture of my kind of mindset. Power also, if anyone's worked in with a sales manager who calls you every day saying, hey, your numbers are bad. And I'll tell you one thing, a good salesperson, you're the person who knows your numbers are bad. I don't need somebody to call me and tell me. They also say, oh, and we need to get rid of this equipment because we're not selling it. I'm not into that. I know what my numbers are, and I know what I want to sell for my clients and sell with integrity. So that's what really drew me into Power, and it's been great. Hit the ground running, made a tier 3 in a month. And yes, I just hit that $500,000 milestone. One word of advice, though, is I call it the champagne syndrome. Okay, anyone who's new, when you make your first sale, I advise you take a taste of the champagne. Do not drink the whole bottle. If you take that taste, you should taste it and then focus on your next sale or the next game plan, because you really have to build a pipeline. And I'm just beginning at the $500,000. That's my game plan with POWUR overall.
That's beautiful. Amelia, what would you say? What's been your success points here? The ones that have, what was those sips of champagne that you took that got you all excited as you've been going along the line here? The successes.
So for me personally, it's really about the relationships that I get to develop with people. And there's a ton of people on this meeting tonight. And it's really cool because I'm starting to build relationships or deepen relationships with people. And so that's been the biggest attribute to my success, is that I'm able to come with an open heart and connect, right? We build relationships, we help each other. It's a mutual thing. And so I want to thank everyone that came tonight. It's really cool to see all of you here. And so reaching out to people that I know, right? Homeowners that hate their utility bill. And then asking people, who else do you know that hates their utility bill? Maybe I can show them some savings. And maybe not, but let's see the numbers. Because
Absolutely.
Since I'm new, I've really come at it with an approach of like, let me just show you what I've got. And if it doesn't work, then no problem, right? No risk.
Yeah, no, I get it. And so, what would you say for you has stood out the most, right? Because, anybody can say anything. It's great that we've been Inc. magazine. We're breaking records. We're the fastest growing solar company in the world. We've broken 2 world records raising money. Our board has raised billions in venture capital. We've had some of the biggest names in the industry join our board and join our company and join our operations. We work with the best installers in the country. We've got better financing, better selection of products, better warranty, all that's really cool, right? Well, what for you in general, what's the big thing that stood out for you in addition to what we've heard here tonight? If they're a solar pro or a non-solar pro listening, and why should they make this move?
Honestly, it's about, sorry, go ahead, Eioin.
I know that Melia, sorry.
That's for you. And then
Sorry.
we'll go back to you, Melia.
All right, I would just say, since I began, no company is going to be perfect. And my previous company, we were small. We did a lot of different things. What I really love about POWUR is I can reach out to anybody within the company that might be a marketing specialist, or Bobby who's a recruiting specialist, but also from an operational standpoint. We had a meeting today with bigwigs, CFOs, COOs on our call, and they're listening, and they're not prosecuting us and putting us in a guillotine for asking questions. They're actually listening, and they hear us, and there's not these different levels of a unvertically integrated company. We are integrating and becoming more jointed by listening, and they can tell us what they're doing, why they're doing it, and then we can tell them what works and what doesn't work. And I think that's a beautiful thing about POWUR, opposed to just being told what to do with a ruler, like an old school of thought. The school of thought here is, well, we can all learn from each other and make this a better company. So that's been the most impressive thing for me with POWUR.
No, I love it. Emily, what would you say? I mean, what stood? I know we talked about culture. We talked about freedom. There's someone there at home right now who's feeling just like you, or maybe they've never sold anything, or maybe they were being overworked or underpaid or whatever it might be. What would you say to those people that are trying to make a decision? What I always like to hear is, because people have this mindset, right? I've never sold anything before. I'm too busy. I don't know anything about renewable energy. I don't believe in climate change. There can be a whole lot of stuff clogging up their brain. What would you say to these people that are to clear the cobwebs?
So I will answer that. And I also want to go back to your previous question as well.
Sure.
So in order to get started, for me, it was just a matter of making a list. And again, I put a lot of pressure on myself in the beginning that I had to be good. I had to learn everything. And then I spent a lot of time reading books and doing all this training and not getting out there. And the turning point for me was when I just picked up the phone and I called someone. And then I picked up the phone again and I called another friend, told them what I was doing, told them that I was passionate about this thing. And it was just about taking that action, right? Because I could sit on the couch and I can read, but only the
Yeah.
use of knowledge is power, right? So for me, it was a matter of just taking action and be willing to look back, be willing to make mistakes, be willing to fail, because in that way I can actually measure the progress I'm making. And then back to your original question, what stands out to me most with power? For me, it was really about the integrity. It's really about the culture. It's about how we build homes for people in Mexico, that whole impact journey. When I watched that video, it brought tears to my eyes, seeing that. I could bring tears to my eyes now, but the good hearts, the good people, the good leadership, the incredible platform, and all these record-breaking things are just, it goes to show we're doing something right here, and it becomes like a family. I really feel so connected to the people that I work with and deepening these relationships. And what's invaluable is now in December, I get to go spend some time with my aunt that I wouldn't be able to do that if I had to request my days off and schedule my PTO hours and be rejected if I don't have enough time. And just being able to have that freedom to travel and work remote and spend time with family, the things that are most important to me. I mean, I'm just so in love with what I'm doing now and being driven with a purpose and a passion with all of this combined, right? I just feel it's so aligned with what I was looking for.
Well, again, congratulate you for all your success. There's a lot of people looking up to you now. The tide has shifted, and now people are looking at you as an inspiration. And maybe they didn't think they could do it, or maybe they wanted what you're now starting to get. And you're an inspiration to a lot of people, and we're honored to have you on the platform. And even doing this tonight's a step out of a lot of people's comfort zone. Being on Zoom in front of a lot of people and just speaking publicly, if you will, and all that kind of great stuff. So we're honored by everything you do. And we thank you. Have any closing thought for anybody out there, again, who's trying to make a decision?
I'd say the ultimate thing too that's not spoken about is the sixth stream of income. And it's not the income that can be recorded. It's by hanging out with other entrepreneurs that you're going to bounce ideas off of. And that is another revenue stream that you don't even know what that is yet. Nobody knows what that is yet. But you're working with other professionals that are smart and knowledgeable in other things. And that's a beautiful thing about POWUR. No one's going to be an expert in just one task.
Absolutely. Do you have a closing thought?
Connection is unstable.
I'm always unstable.
So I was
it's okay.
hearing about every other word. But in closing, I mean, I just feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. And for anyone that's looking into POWUR or looking into something that they can start on the side or jump full-time, right? The things that I've been able to do is just because I've taken consistent action, because I plug in all the way into the leadership and I utilize the mentors for what they're there for, their knowledge.
Yeah. Well, you're too amazing.
Right? It's a giver's gain mentality. It's a giver's gain mentality. When we keep giving, right, we get more.
Yeah. Well, it's an amazing group here, and what Jonathan Brunasso has done with everyone and leadership and guidance and setting the bar so high. It's just an honor. I would say in closing to our guests out there, folks, we're not trying to push this, down anyone's throat. I think you have to look at business and life and just be objective. I just got back from Hawaii and touring the burnt out areas of Hawaii, and just almost criminal to see what went on there. And I live in Maryland, where tornadoes have been ravaging my hometown in summer, and we know about the fires in California, and we know about what happened in Canada this summer. So it's you have to make a decision. So I think it comes down to this: if you care about the world, there's no debate about the challenges that our climate is facing. Insurance rates are going through the roof. It used to be, when I joined POWUR 9 years ago, it was almost like a political thing. You had to be careful when you talked about climate change. It became a very blue and red type of thing. And now it's just self-evident. They say, what's the saying? It comes in 3 stages. Change is violently opposed. It is then vehemently denied. And at some point it becomes self-evident. And for the entrepreneur out there, it really is just a question of when you join. when it's violently opposed, when right now it's vehemently denied, or over the next few years, as it becomes self-evident, you'll either have placed yourself in front of renewable energy or you will not have. You know, I often quote Chris Sacca, who talks about the revenue that will be generated in renewable energy technology moving forward will surpass all the revenue generated on the internet to date. So I would ask all of you out there, if you're a guest, just in closing, if you just tie those two things together, that renewable energy is the greatest and most important shift of wealth in the history of the world. It's never happened before, and it will never happen again. And if you have the undeniable understanding that it will happen on the platform, just like Mr. Brunasso said, just like travel, transportation, finance, retail, communication, everything is going onto a platform. And that's power. We are the renewable energy technology platform of this century. And there's no one in second place, and there's no one that can touch us. And as we strive to be $1 billion company, as we move towards an IPO on Wall Street, again, how often in life do you have a chance to catch a company with a 9-year track record approaching $500 million in revenue? And again, no one really knows who we are. They can't see us coming. They laughed at us for the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years. No one's laughing so hard now. Remember, folks, they don't even have statistics on how many companies have hit the Inc. 5000 list 4 years in a row. I couldn't even get it. So if you believe in a better world, everybody does what they need to do to put food on their children's plate. But, you know, when you get to do something like this and your kids look up at you and they're proud of what you do for a living, they know what you stand for, your parents know what you stand for, your friends know what you stand for, your community knows what you stand for, that's a special way to make a living. So we've got some big events coming up this week. You know, we got a big event here Wednesday. That's why I'm out in California. You know, I think this is the most important time where people look at a business. I would encourage all of you, again, our guests out there, what do you want for yourself next year? What are you going to do that's going to change your trajectory from this year to last year? Your grocery bills are not going to go down. Your insurance costs are not going to go down. Your cost of living is not going to go down. What it costs to go to a restaurant is not going to go down. The question is, what are you going to do to replace that? What do you do to get in front of that? What are you going to do to diversify your portfolio? What are you going to do to ensure yourself? This is not the last catastrophe the world has ever seen, whether it's war, poverty, climate change, whatever it might be. So the question is, just like Mark Cuban, he's finally pulling off a Shark Tank. I can't use him anymore for a Shark Tank. He doesn't need to be there. He's been diversifying his portfolio for the last 10 years because that's what smart people do. And if you could not possibly find a more important place to diversify your portfolio than you could in renewable energy. So as we add electric vehicles to our platform, as we go international, as we go public, you know, you get a chance to get in front of all this. So we're more excited than we've ever been. Again, a special thanks. Again, congratulations, Malaya, for all your success and your inspiration to others and to me and Jonathan and everyone else. Oh, an amazing milestone. Just super excited for you. Jonathan hitting a multi-million-dollar mark in earnings on our platform and raising our bar, leading us into Mexico and building homes for those who, again, have been sleeping on cardboard. This is a special group of people, and we're honored that we get to work with all of you. So we urge you to get in touch with the person who brought you on here tonight. Make a decision. Join us. Be a part of Wednesday. You'll see something that will blow your mind. And we hope that you become a part of the future of renewable energy. So good night. God bless. Let there be peace in the world, and let our climate turn around so that our children and our grandchildren can breathe fresh air and eat the fish out of our waters and enjoy the same freedoms that we have for our lifetime. So thank you. Good night. God bless everybody.